Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. This video is going to be about brand loyalty. This video came to my mind reading all the comments from the last two videos, which were overwhelmingly positive with the return of the Vizio Quantum XP series, which was defective on me. But the comments in those videos have also prompted me to come up with this topic. Now, I covered this topic about a year and a half ago as I showed everybody what was in this room brand-wise, and this is where I need your help as far as your thoughts, and I want your honest opinions on this. What brands do you roll with? What brand has you undoubtedly that you don't deny? Do you still do your research, or do you go with that brand with blind faith? And so really quickly about the last couple of videos in the comments, I want to thank all of you for your kind words. I really appreciate your being a part of the community and the channel. It's more of a family. We know in this community, it's not about you guys learning from me. It's about me learning from you guys and us helping each other. I'm not a professional TV person. I'm not a calibrator. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a scientist. I'm you guys. I don't claim to know more than anybody. I'm just out here having fun and sharing with you the things that I'm passionate about and the things that you're passionate about. The videos and the topics will jump. They will change. They'll be about gaming. They've been about TVs lately. I do want to do movie reviews. I want to do show reviews, recommended reviews. So I'm not going to just be a TV person. I'll jump all over the place. And the videos that get a few thousand views mean as much to me as the ones that get 200 views. So I appreciate you jumping in. I appreciate all the support. And the reason why I want to do this video is, as you know, in a lot of the last few videos that I did, there was a lot of accusations about me destroying my own TV, about me being a Vizio hater. I've been called a Sony hater, even though I have Sony products and the Sony 900E is my main display. But to take that fun, enjoyable commentary and turn it into a topic is what I'm looking to do today. Not addressing toxicity, not falling into toxicity, realizing that's not what this channel is about. I appreciate those of you defending me in the comments, but just know I don't let it bother me. There's so much great comments from you guys, so much affirmation and feedback, and I really do appreciate it. I learn from you guys every single day, and I don't claim to know more. This channel is about us. It's not about me, and I really appreciate you guys being part of it. So the topic of today is brand loyalty. I want you to, while you're watching this, think about what you have in your home. Think about some people in their kitchens, for instance, everything matches. They have to have, Bosch, Thermador, whatever, and they have to all match. I want you to think about what you have in your home theater or your house in general. Are you a Samsung guy with your phones? Are you an iPhone person? Is your husband, your wife, your partner, your family, are they iPhone people? Are they Galaxy, Android? Doesn't matter. Are you a PlayStation, Xbox camp? Are you somebody that in the next generation of consoles, do you go right to the next, or will you go right to PlayStation 5? Do you stay with Xbox? For me, I will tell you that being called a Vizio hater, even though I'm somebody who's championed them since launch and have been part of it, Vizio is not going to be hated by me. Even with the panel being defective on me, you don't see me trashing the display. You'll actually never see me trashing anything on this channel. I don't believe in doing that. It's not my style. It's not something I care to do, and it's not the toxicity that I want. But that said, what brands do I favor? Is there a brand that I lean towards? And I will tell you undoubtedly there is. There is one brand that I favor above all others, and it is, where is that one? It's Panasonic, even though it's going to be backwards. So Panasonic, I love plasma. I have a plasma upstairs on my wall. I have the UB820, special thanks to Value Electronics. I love the player, and Panasonic is probably the one that I'm the most loyal to. Meaning that if the Panasonics were still sold here in the States, we'll definitely do a video on plasma, as I have an appointment to my buddy Paul, if you're watching, my other buddy Paul. We're going to go check out his Pioneer Elite to talk about plasma. If Panasonics were still sold here, I probably would have had a Panasonic OLED by now, as I love Panasonic. Now, I've been a Sony person throughout my life. Sony Trinitron, Sony Grand Vega, projection LCD. a Sony edge-lit display that my other buddy Paul now has. A lot of Pauls in my life. But Sony, for me, began to dissipate after that Grand Wega line. I had a defective Grand Wega. The lamp typically had a red block defect. So I was then a Samsung guy. I really enjoyed Samsung for a number of years. Gave Vizio their shot. Had issues with those. So my point is, my loyalty, other than with Panasonic, which kind of is a tongue-in-cheek thing, I haven't had any of their displays since my plasma. I'm not sure how the displays are. Those of you that are in the UK, my UK crew, everybody who's around the world that has Panasonics, please tell me what you think of them and if you love them. But I'm curious for you guys, what is the brand you love? Is it Sony all day? I've been called the Sony hater. I have the 900E is my favorite display probably of all time in terms of its reliability and all around. I really do like Sony. But for me, there were a few years there before 4K where Sony struggled. I had a Samsung. It's been on the panel, LCD on the channel, It's been on this channel. It was a touch of red LCD. That display, I love that display. Went from that to the Panasonic Plasma to the Vizio, and then now I've been into 4K ever since. So when we talk about what I'm looking for next, would I be looking to Sony now? Will the Vizio experience make me steer away from them, TCL and Hisense? But I'm really open. So brand loyalty to me personally has to be earned each and every time. The Panasonic player, the way I'll do a review on that as well, the build quality, their elegance, the way their brands or their stuff is, I really do like that. I wouldn't really blindly just follow that. I wouldn't just go buy a Panasonic without checking its reviews or its specs. But for you guys, is there a brand that you're close to? Is there a brand that you absolutely love? Is there a brand that you love recently where, say, you purchased the display and all of a sudden you're so in love with it that now you've become a fan of that brand? And I find it interesting because the word fan, fanatic, sports, do you like a certain team? Brands are really no different. This is my history, and I've been on the wrong side of this format war many times. For instance, HD DVD, The Thing, Deer Hunter. One of my favorite movies, guilty pleasures of all time, that's backwards, is Brotherhood of the Wolf. Is one of my favorite movies. I need to do a video on that. One of my favorite guilty pleasures. But being on the wrong side of format wars, do you go back? I had Laserdisc. Were you somebody that also had Beta? Do you go that far back to VHS? How far back do you go? For me, it's obviously Atari 2600. I am in my mid-40s. I didn't have Intellivision. I couldn't afford ColecoVision, but I definitely had Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis. Before I had the Genesis, though, being on the wrong side of the format war, was the TurboGrafx 16. I had that in the early 90s. But I think it's fascinating. Do you follow Nintendo? I had an N64, a GameCube. I stopped short with Nintendo with the Nintendo Wii. I did not buy the Nintendo Wii. I've not bought a Nintendo product for myself since the GameCube. But for my children, I did buy the Nintendo Switch. So my loyalty really has to be earned with each and every purchase, each and every time a product is released. I love the Xbox. I love the Xbox 360. I really struggled with the Xbox One. Love the PS1. Love the PS2. PS3 was a little bit rocky with that huge, George Foreman grill, $700, model. The PS4, I really enjoyed. The PS4 Pro, I enjoyed more. So it's going to flip and it's going to flop. For me, being a content creator person now, you're going to see different products come and go. But I don't fall in love with anything for very long. It's just not going to be the nature of, again, being a content creator. For PC gamers, Nvidia, Intel, AMD. What team? Team green? Team red. TVs is a whole nother thing. Are you a Sony person? But are you a Sony person that goes with Sony display, Sony receiver, Sony speakers? So in this room right here, I have a Sony 900E. I have a Pioneer receiver. I have a Panasonic 4K Blu-ray player, an Xbox One X, a PS4 Pro. The speakers are B&W, The subs are, I have 2 subs in here, are Polk audio. They're in either side of the room, so it's a 7.2 layout. I'll be upgrading to Atmos very soon. The PC is Nvidia. The CPU is Intel. The Microsoft Surface Pro, iPad, and then I even just got this recently from my wife's office, which is the Sony Bravia projector. This thing is huge. This was a 2007. I love old tech, by the way. This thing was like $3,000 back in the day. Look how big that thing is. So I'll be checking that out. But the moral of the story, cars. Are you somebody that buys the same vehicle? My wife likes a certain brand. She doesn't really read the reviews. She goes right to that next year. For me, it's going to be new every time. Where are you guys in this? I, again, was on the wrong side of the DVD format war. I loved HD DVD. I have a couple of videos on the channel on HD DVD. I thought it was a better format. And then Blu-ray, obviously loved Blu-ray. 4K Blu-ray. So where are you guys in this? Is it still super important to you? When these new displays come out, when you saw CES, do you look at that as a fan of a particular brand? Do you say, hey, I'm a Samsung fan. What did you think of that? Or are you open? Now, there's no right answer to this, guys. What I'm looking for is your honest opinion. I'm also looking for pretty long comments on how you got to where you were. If you're somebody that was maybe wronged by one company and then you became in love with another? Are you somebody that used to love a certain company and then lost faith in them, whether it was defective products or they just didn't go or change enough for you? I know for me that, I am an Nvidia fan. I have their GPUs. Does that mean I wouldn't switch over to AMD if they come out with something very, very impressive? When I upgrade my CPU, the AMD CPUs are very, very attractive. But, back to TVs really quickly, I will say that being somebody who has a Sony and then switching to another brand, it's amazing getting yourself reacclimated or at least used to the settings of another display. Going from knowing Sony with my eyes closed and Samsung to a Vizio and seeing a lot of their features being absolutely opposite, it's interesting. But are you somebody who likes to be comfortable? Or are you somebody that just loves these brands like an old friend? That's something that I'm looking to get your feedback on, what your thoughts are. And there is no bias here. Actually, that's not true. I'm looking for bias. I'm looking for your honest opinion on the brands that you actually love. Or are you in the camp where I am, where each relationship starts over from scratch with every purchase? So again, my journey, TurboGrafx 16, I would say with the Sega, so my failed ones, I would say TurboGrafx 16 for video games. Obviously the Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast, $99.99. There's certain things that, you whiff on. If you recently got involved with Google Stadia, where are you in this, guys? What do you guys think? Let me know what brands you love, what brands you don't like. Again, what brands you used to like that you no longer are with, but are there brands that you're also willing to give a shot to? Are you somebody who was, for me, being a Samsung guy for years, and then having Samsung displays fail on me, is that them as a whole? So I try to be objective. I don't hate any specific brand. I'm open to them all. Even my experience with the Vizio, though it wasn't a complete success, it's not that I'll never buy them again. I'm not going to buy them tomorrow, but I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. Thank you as well for all of the amazing comments. And guys, don't sweat the toxicity or the negativity. It comes with the territory. It comes with the space that we're in. YouTube is that way, and I appreciate guys trying to protect me in the comments. I really do appreciate that, but don't worry about it. It just comes with territory. I don't take it personal at all. I keep things as positive as I can, as if I'm going to do this in my free time. I want to do it about things that make me happy, make you guys happy. I'm not looking to fight in the comments or have any kind of negativity. So, love you guys. Let me know what you think in those comments. I'll be getting back to the last video's comments, which had about 70 comments in there. It'll take me a while to get back to you guys. I'll have this video out, and then I'll respond to the comments throughout the weekends. If I don't get back to you in the comments, if it's a direct question, please resubmit that question. Obviously, if it's a negative, toxic question, or if it's attacking me, I probably won't respond to you. Not looking to get into any fights in the comments. So love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Thank you as always.